What's up, chess fanatics? Today we're diving into a classic from the legend himself, Bobby Fischer. We're not talking about a flashy win today, but a fascinating draw from 1956 against Stephan Popel. Even a genius like Fischer sometimes had to settle for a half point, and this game shows exactly how a positional battle can simmer down into an unavoidable draw. Fischer, playing white, kicks things off with his signature solid approach, in f3, g3, bg2. It's a King's Indian attack setup, aiming for a flexible, strategic game. Popel mirrors with a King's Indian defense structure, setting up a solid pawn center and castling kingside. Both players are building their fortresses, maneuvering pieces, eyeing the center. Fischer pushes e4, solidifying his central claim, while Popel responds with c5, striking back. It's a cautious dance, a slow burn of strategic development. White expands on the queenside with a4 and a5, trying to gain space, but black is ready to challenge. Then, things heat up in the center. Popel goes for d5, challenging Fischer's e4 pawn directly. Exchanges follow, opening the position slightly. Fischer's knight finds its way to d4, but black quickly trades it off, leading to a simplified pawn structure. The queens come off the board pretty early with qd5+, qf3, qxf3+, a clear signal that both players are ready for an endgame battle. Fischer's known for his endgame prowess, so this is where he'd usually shine, grinding out a win from seemingly equal positions. The game transitions into a rook and knight endgame. Fischer tries to create an advantage, pushing his pawns and activating his rooks. He plants a strong knight on d6, looking menacing. But Popel, with his active king and rooks, defends with incredible tenacity. Now, here's where the critical moment unfolds. Fischer tries to break through with c4, hoping to open lines or create a passed pawn. But Popel responds perfectly with dxc3+, forcing bxc3. This sequence simplifies the pawn structure even further. And then, black's rook swoops in, capturing white's advanced a5 pawn with rook f5. This is a huge turning point. Fischer's pawn advantage on the queen side is gone, and black's rook becomes incredibly active. From this point, the game accelerates towards simplification. Fischer's knight captures on b7, picking up a pawn. But black's rook immediately counters, snatching white's h2 pawn with rxh2. It's an exchange of blows, a tactical flurry that clears the board. Fischer exchanges his knight for black's last remaining pawn, and then his rook for black's final pawn on a6. The dust settles, and what are we left with? Just a rook for white, and a rook for black. A classic, unassailable rook versus rook endgame. There's no way to force a win here. Popel's defense was absolutely sterling. And that, my friends, is how even the great Bobby Fischer had to shake hands and split the point. It's a testament to Popel's resilience and a fascinating look at how a seemingly promising position can fizzle out into a draw when faced with perfect defense. If you enjoyed this deep dive into a lesser-known Fischer gem, smash that like button, subscribe for more epic chess content, and let me know in the comments. What's your favorite Fischer draw?